Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Geek Nerd Dork. I am Lynn. Today,
I'm Erik.
I am joined by Erik.
Yes,
Erik,
I'm here.
This whole camera thing, I will still never get this pointing the correct way.
Reverse. You have to be dyslexic to get it right.
Yeah, well, I am not doing well at that part. Well, today we are back with the final episode of Skeleton Crew.
Yes.
Yay and sad.
It has ended.
It has ended now. No new Star Wars for a while again. Till probably June. I think that's when Andor is.
Yeah.
I'm sad.
Lynn's sad.
I'm sad.
Lynn minus Star Wars equals sad.
Yes. Because I like Star Wars a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the final episode of Skeleton Crew. And what are your overall thoughts on the final episode of Skeleton Crew?
Yeah, we can talk details, but I think overall, I'd say it both delivered and didn't deliver all at the same time for me. Like, I think the action, the CG, what happened in it was great. Loved it. And then I think they just left a ton of empty holes, and I'm like, I didn't get the resolution I wanted on stuff. Like, it's kind of, almost half disappointed. So,
that's basically the same way I felt too. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it's fun.
I liked it, but I wanted more.
Yes.
I don't know exactly what I wanted, but I wanted more.
I wanted all my theories to be correct, but they weren't. So, it happens.
So, yeah, I mean, yeah, I enjoyed it. I really did. I enjoyed the show. I am ready to rewatch it all from the beginning. Time straight through.
Sure.
I want to do that. And
maybe sometimes you'll catch other things that when you
I will feel better about it because I've only watched these episodes once.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't even watched the same episode twice yet.
I watched a couple episodes twice just to get ready for this, but
yeah, no, I haven't. I've only watched them all once. But yeah, I mean, yeah, I need it just a little more.
Yeah, leaving the captain wide open was a big one for me. I'm like, dude, you didn't tell us anything. Like, yeah, sure, there was a captain. You've told us all along, and then there's nothing.
Oh, you're talking Shmi's captain.
Yeah, we know nothing.
Yeah, okay. Other than the hologram that we had.
Yep.
I don't know. Okay, let's. I'm doing this without notes. You're doing this without notes?
I'm always doing it without notes.
So let's see if we can do this without notes.
Okay, the absence of Trey is very visible.
So. Yes, because he's my note guy now.
Yep.
But we will persevere.
Yes, push through it.
Or we will scrap this whole recording and do it again.
Mm-hmm. Hopefully not if you're watching this right now.
Yeah, and if you've seen this one, we did scrap it.
Yep.
If we scrapped it, you'll never know.
Yeah, our future viewers.
Yes. All right. Well, the episode starts on the planet, on Manhattan.
Right where it left off.
Jod's there. He doesn't wipe out everybody right away.
Yeah, it was more like just here's my flag. It's a lightsaber.
Yeah. I'm showing off a little.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, thank you for finding the kids. Hopefully they weren't too much trouble. All that good stuff. But Jod's like, he basically put his foot down. He's like, okay, well, they were trouble. I want all these. He tells all the security droids because they all think he's the emissary now of the Republic emissary. So he's like in charge.
Yeah.
And they're like, he's like, hold them all. House arrest. Watch them. Don't let them out of your sight. That kind of a thing. Now, I think he was originally just going to take Fern with him to see the supervisor.
Yeah. Was she also the one that said the first line? Fern's mom?
Said the first line?
Yeah, the first one where he was like, "Oh, she said, "Oh, thank you for."
Yeah, I think
Because
so.
I really think that was like almost like a defense mechanism of like, because I think John may have done something, but when he saw an opportunity in, oh, the mom just said, "Oh, thank you," like they weren't scared. I think it was like he's like, "Oh yeah, let's play this out," like, and put it away. And
Let's play this part a little longer.
yeah, and same thing with, yeah, I gotta come too. Like, it was either that or she just wanted. Maybe she had never seen the
I
supervisor
think she
either.
knew about the supervisor.
Oh, okay.
I think she knew everything. And I think once you get older, they basically tell you everything.
Yeah, and she was pretty high up, so
Yeah, she's pretty high up.
yeah.
So she takes him up. They go, well,
Kind of jumped to dinner with
yeah,
Wim and his dad.
Wim and his dad
Yeah.
and the good home cooked meal that
There were a lot of things that reminded me. That seemed like Back to the Future callbacks. That was one of them. Like where in Back to the Future 2, where they were making making the
the
pizza in the
dehydrated
microwave and
pizza.
stuff. Yeah, it reminded me of
At least
that.
you went to that. That would at least seems appealing. I thought, this looks like a frozen meal
Yeah, I
that
figured
a
they were
single
kind of
dad
going.
makes for his kid because he can't cook.
I figured they were kind of going for Ray with her little bread bowl
Oh, you
thing
just
that
had the water
and kind of
bubbles up.
formed. Yeah, I figured it was
I don't
something
know that.
along those lines, but
I'm sorry, that meal did not look appealing
no.
at all.
A home cooked meal. You missed out on these while you were
On the
gone.
microwaved, worse than Stouffer lasagna.
Yep, and he kind of slips too, and is trying to say that he's not a Jedi, but he doesn't quite get it all out.
Yeah, because the security droid's right there in the room with them.
Yeah, I like the thing they did with the camera's lens too. Like it was like looking back and forth between them, but then every once in a while when they talked about something suspicious, it would like zoom in
Zoom in a little.
Yeah, like right. Like I gotta make sure I get this.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm sorry. I feared house arrest. I mean, okay, they could at least be in the room, house by themselves. They didn't need the droid in the room with them.
Yeah, the droids kind of reminded me of Ultron, actually, where Ultron was like, he was each one of him was just like an extension of him. So
Yeah.
what we find out later, it seems like all the robots are just an extension of the
supervisor.
Yeah, the supervisor. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So yeah, they eat dinner, and Wim wants to tell his dad. He does. He just can't.
Yep. He's learned self-control in this TV show. Crazy.
Yeah.
He didn't have it in the beginning. Now he has it.
No. And then we go to Fern, her mom, and John going up the elevator to the supervisor's office.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, I don't know what I knew I was expecting a droid. I was expecting some kind of a droid, but man, when you walk in, they got this big cone-shaped thingy in the middle.
It reminded me a little bit of the end of She-Hulk, which was unfortunate.
Oh, with Kevin.
With the Feige,
Kevin
whatever
Feige droid that was running everything.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't even go there. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. I'm like, I've seen this before at the end of a show, but okay.
No, but John runs his fingers across that chair and all that dust.
Yeah, lots of dust.
Yeah. But yeah, the supervisor, I mean, it's a droid, which we feared.
Mm-hmm.
Doesn't have a droid voice, though. I mean,
no, it's Stephen Fry. I don't know if you know who that is, but famous British actor.
Stephen Fry.
He was. Oh man,
the name sounds familiar.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Google him.
Yeah, you keep talking.
I need the vamp while you Google. Is that it?
Yeah, ramble
for a little bit. No, yeah. The droid head spins around his big eyeball. It kind of gave me a little of 2001, HAL 2000.
Yeah. With the single,
whatever HAL's number was.
Yeah, and his color changed too.
It gave me a little feel of that.
Yep.
I can't do that for you, Dave. Yeah. So, but yeah, Jod was surprised, and I think Vern was surprised, but her mom, no, she knew.
Yep. She was like, "Hey, here he is." No
Yeah,
big deal.
ran by droids, and so
Yeah, he's been in a bunch of stuff. He was in some of the Harry Potter stuff, actually.
Stephen Fry.
Yes, I'm trying to find because he was he's the narrator of like a bunch of.
He did the audiobooks, the British audiobooks.
He did.
That's where I've heard this name.
He was in the video games as well for narration.
He did the British version of the audiobooks of the Harry Potters. I listened to the American ones with Jim Dale.
I see.
Yeah. Stephen Fry is, yes, now that I know that name.
Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy he's known for as well. V for Vendetta. He's been in a bunch of things. I'm pretty sure he's in Doctor Who at some point as well.
Well, if you're British, you have to be in Doctor Who, don't you?
Well, this is true. You're not famous unless you're in Doctor Who. But
all right. So the supervisor is the droid. And they asked the question of, why can't your other ship come down like you did?
He's like, stop asking questions, just obey. And the droid's like, yeah, we got to have obedience.
Yeah.
That's important.
But when John's like, I'm a Jedi and the emissary of the Republic. Mm-hmm. So the supervisor got the memo that the Jedi tried to kill the Chancellor.
Yeah, he got that memo, but then he didn't hear any more memos since either, I don't think. Did he say it was like 10 years ago or something?
Oh, no, I don't think he said a time frame.
Oh, he didn't? Okay, I thought he did.
But he's like, the last message we got said the Jedi were outlaws, or I don't know what exactly he said.
Or
were not to be trusted.
We're traitors. That's what he said.
Traitors.
Yeah, they were traitors.
Yeah. So he got that memo. So he got Order 66.
Yep.
So, but I mean, they've been under that barrier for generations before that.
Yeah, well, that would probably mean at least 35 years, right? Probably more like closer to 40 or.
Well, we're talking, I think they've been under the barrier for, I want to go back to High Republic.
Oh, well, I sorry, I guess I mean from the last message they got.
From the last message they got. Yeah, it'd been about 40. No, I got to think about this for a second. Anakin was 9 in episode 1. And so then Luke was born at the end of episode 3. Luke was 18 in episode 4. So 18, another, I don't know how far back we need to go. Yeah, it's 30, 40 years, I would say.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm just making numbers up now.
I thought I read, the Jedi was about 30 years after, I guess, after Order 66, and then Mandalorian was about 5 years after that. And
yeah, Mando's 5
we've been going, a few years here and there, past that. So somewhere over 35, but probably less than 40. But
yeah,
something like that.
So somewhere in there. But so he got that message and he's like, okay,
which one are you?
Supervisor's going to take Jod out.
Yeah. Because he's like, you're lying about one of them. You're either not the emissary or you're not a Jedi.
Yeah.
Can't be both.
So yeah, the supervisor's going to take Jod out. And then he just Qui-Gon Jinn's the lightsaber right into the supervisor's eye.
Yeah, Jod's no dummy. Like he's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Because he saw all the droids coming after him, started blocking him, but then he's like, yeah, I'll just take out the brain and we'll be good.
So, take out that one. Everything goes out.
Yeah, I didn't know. I mean, it looked like even the cars are being driven by
everything.
AI.
Later on when Wim is trying to get his dad, they're trying to get to leave.
Mm-hmm.
And his dad's messing with the car, trying to get it to go, and it's not. They all run on that track. in the middle of the road.
Yeah, they're all powered the
Yeah.
same, and I guess probably run by the AI as well.
Yeah.
But except they're bikes, which they're able to drive.
Yes, which was pretty cool.
Yeah. That was very
and
much riding my bike with ET, trying to get him out of here. Yeah, it was very
well,
much like,
before we get into that, I mean, all the power goes out, and John's wanting to know how to take down the barrier, and they figured out he knows he can pull this lever and destroy the barrier. And Fern's mom's like, "You can't do that. That's the only thing protecting us." So she's able to show him how to dismantle or not disable the barrier so his ship can get through.
Yeah.
So it's not destroyed, but there's the button. We see the button.
The fix everything button.
Yeah. Then the barrier, no. Then the pirate ship comes through. That's when Wim and his dad are there, and Wim's like, "We gotta go." And his dad's like, "Well, the security droids will protect you." He's like, "What? The security droids that are all turned off?" Yeah.
Yep.
So they get going. KB and Neil come by on their bikes. That's Wim's like, the bikes still work. He gets on one, and they take off.
And why are they taking off again? Because KB knows.
They know that Fern's with John.
Okay, so they're going to the tower. They're headed towards the tower.
The supervisor's tower.
Yeah.
To help Fern.
Yeah.
And
and then the ship.
No, they're not, well, they're going to try to help Fern, but they got to get help.
Yes.
They want to go get help, and they know that they can call Kim.
Yeah.
Who will call the X-Wings.
Which can only work if they get past the barrier.
Because the messages can't go out.
Got to get in the ship.
So they got to get the ship. And, okay. The kid that Wim's dad steals the bike from. Or gets the bike from. Was that the kid at the beginning of the first episode that was racing?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay. I thought so, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yep.
So, and I like that Wim's dad is on there with it. I feel like Wim's dad needed to have some fun.
Yes, he seems like just a super bookworm nerd who has just sat at his desk for 30 years. Well, he even says that. He's like, hey, I wanted to, leave this place, but I never did. So what the heck?
I'm glad he's having some fun.
Yeah, you can tell he's having fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. But then the pirate ship comes down through.
Pirate ship comes down. Oh, we did get to see Neil's dad.
We did. Yes.
He's not an absentee father.
No, he has no lines, but he's not an absentee father. He carried kids.
There.
Yeah.
I was happy to see him.
Yes. He does exist. His budget must have been a little higher than everybody else's.
A little distracted there by Neil's dad.
Yeah, he's a big guy.
Yeah. So they go racing. The pirates are chasing them. They go the shortcut through the woods.
Because they're being shot at.
Because they're being shot at by the pirates.
Yep.
And I like that Neil's like, wasn't that big ravine coming up? And Kimmy's like, we just gotta go faster.
Yeah.
And Wim's dad's like, well, I'm heavier than you guys. And Wim's like, trust us.
Yeah. Well, yeah, this is where we really get like the kids start acting like they're like a group now. They're like working together and like they're like, we've done this, like no biggie, let's do it.
They know what each of them they each know what they need to do, what their job is.
Avengers assemble. I mean,
because then that's when they're racing through the school and Neil's bike gets shot.
Yep.
He goes rolling.
like a Tom Cruise move or something.
For a moment, I'm like, nothing better happened to Neil.
Yeah. Something almost happens a few times to Neil.
Yeah. But then Neil gets up and we get our little callback to the 4th episode where Neil's like, you guys are going to need cover.
Yeah.
So Neil's like, I'm going to go to the roof.
He remembers the gun on Ad Akron. He's like, oh, there's a roof up on the school. Like, there's got to be one up here somewhere.
Yeah. So that's why that was there for us to see that.
Mm-hmm.
So they get it up there. Well, they get to the ship then, and they get ready to take off, and the docking clamps are still locked.
Yeah, and the dad was surprised. He's like, you know how to drive the ship? They're like, yeah, we've been doing this. Dad, come on.
So then he's like, well, we got to get the power to it. And his dad's like, I can do that. I'm a 7th level, whatever he was.
Nerd. I don't know what he said, but yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
But it's at the supervisor's tower.
Yeah.
That's the only place because everything's tied into the supervisor's tower.
Yep.
So they have to get up there. And in the meantime, Fern and her mom are up in the tower with Jod. And, Fern's like, we got to get this gun. And her mom was like, how are you going to do that? I mean, he's like, well, you're going to distract him. And Fern's her mom's a little more nervous, a little more scared, and
yeah, I don't think she's ever really had to do anything before outside of just scold an employee or something. I don't think she's ever done anything.
Her mom's pretty scared, and Fern's like much, much braver.
Yeah, well, they've had generations of this, like, of just sitting at their desks and doing their jobs.
Yeah. So, but then Wim comes up in the elevator. Wim's always really like, I've already called for help. You're screwed.
Yep.
Because Wim is doing basically what Fern was trying to get her mom to do, be a distraction. So John's focused on Wim, and his dad sneaks in behind.
Yep, it works. Even though his lie doesn't work.
Yeah.
Fairly, at least he tried.
But they got the power on, and they got the ship unlocked.
Yeah, and KB takes off. And her moms are like, you can drive that thing? They're like, well, I got some help.
Yeah, and there she is, holding Shmi's head so he could see.
Yep.
So we were right about one thing. Shmi came back.
Yep.
Yes.
We were mostly right about Jod, too, which we can talk about shortly as well. Because he talks about his history a bit. It was almost even worse than I had thought.
Yeah, it is. Okay, well, heck, let's talk about that. His history of... So he wasn't a Padawan.
No, he was just like some homeless kid or something.
Like, an orphan out there.
Yeah.
And one of the surviving Jedi from Order 66.
Yeah, that was hiding from him. Yeah.
Found him.
Yep.
And said, there's potential. Sort of starts training him, I guess.
Yeah, and he sounded like an Obi-Wan Kenobi when he was old. Like he said, she was basically like all scraggly and like homeless, basically. Like she was trying to blend in, probably, and looked like a bum or something.
He was what would have happened to Ezra if Kanan got killed at the very first episode.
Yeah.
That's
yep. There you
go. So kind of trained him some, but I'm going to guess it's an Inquisitor that caught up with him.
Yes, that's what it sounded like. Yeah,
it made him watch.
That sounds like an Inquisitor move.
Dude,
yeah.
Jod had it rough.
Mm-hmm. And he's had many opportunities to kill the kids and did not. So for me, that's a redemption. Like he's a bad guy, but like he has lines he doesn't cross. Like he doesn't go so far.
Oh yeah, I'll give you that. Because then once KB makes it past the barrier, it calls Kim because Lobots, that's what they do. They talk to each other. It calls Kim, and KB's like, well, we're going to have to figure out a way to get past the barrier, but then KB gets shot down.
Yep.
And we're all watching her coming down. And John's like, see what you did? This is your fault. But then when the ship crashed,
John
yells, felt some guilt or something, I think, in there.
Yeah, and he was like, he didn't want it to be like this. Like, no one needed to die. Like, you could have just gone along with it. And he's like, I just want you to do your jobs like you've been doing. I just want to steal the money. Like, quit it.
So, okay, I will give you there was a small glimmer for Jod there.
Yeah. I mean, he's not an Anakin. Anakin had no lines. He passed them all. But he did not. So he had some lines he didn't cross.
Yeah. So Jod kind of was bad, kind of was good.
I mean, he almost kind of like at the very end, like once the I won't jump, but we can talk more about him. But he had some more thoughts later.
So okay, what happens after KB crashes, gets the call out, and then they are fighting over pushing the button.
Yeah, he goes and grabs the button, but then he puts his lightsaber on his dad,
wings him away, and has the lightsaber right up to his dad's throat. Yep. Don't do it. Walk away, or I'm going to do this. And so Wim did back off.
Yep.
But then was it Fern? Fern made a dash for the button.
Yeah, and she gets knocked back to her mom.
Yeah. How did the lightsaber get flying across the room? I don't remember.
How did what?
The lightsaber fly across the room. Because at one point, Jod is trying to pull the lightsaber back.
Yeah, it was before that it got thrown out from him.
But Wim has a hold of it.
Oh, the dad. That was the other Back to the Future moment.
Oh, yes.
The dad did just like, his dad. And he's like holding his fist. He's like, oh, I'm getting mad. I'm going to do something. And then he goes and punches him. And it knocks it out of his
hand. Lightsaber goes flying. Dad goes for the lever. But no, Jod's grabbing the lightsaber first. Trying to grab the lightsaber back, pull it back with the force. Wim grabs it.
I was nervous.
Runs over and grabs it too. He's pulling on them.
Yeah.
And then someone goes to pull the lever. He lets go of the lightsaber.
When they were holding on to it, I was like, is Wim gonna turn it on and let go? Like, that could have been like pretty bad.
Yeah.
If he did that, but luckily he did do that.
But then, so it has to let go of the lightsaber to stop him from pulling the lever. Man, there's a lot of
do two things at once. Yeah, and it's hard. I mean, like even a really good Jedi can't do like three things at once. Like, they can really only do one.
So, but then the lever does get pulled.
Yep.
And the barrier goes. And the barrier disappears. Everybody sees the stars. Everybody's amazed.
Here they come in.
And the X-Wings come in.
Yeah.
And the B-Wings.
Followed by B-Wings. Yeah, 2 B-Wings.
I was excited to see the B-Wings.
Yeah. And they seem like, I mean, the New Republic, they seem pretty organized now. They're like, they knew exactly what to do, giving each other commands.
Now, I was a little concerned that the X-Wings are shooting at this giant pirate ship above a populated area.
Like you're not worried about where it's going to blow up?
Yeah, it's going to blow up and it's going to come down on the people.
Yeah. I mean, it for sure could have. It went through basically downtown and like ripped up the road through the downtown that went into the river. So it could have.
But they stopped the pirates.
They did. Did Urkel live? We don't know.
And then the kids, they're like, we got to go check on KB, go running out of the tower. And I think Wim was really willing to give Jod a second shot.
He was. He's like, come on, man.
And Jod's like, no.
And that's when we get the shot then of Jod looking out and seeing the pirate ship coming down. And he kind of smiles a little. He almost smirks a little like, well, I didn't get everything, but I'm on my own again. And I don't have anybody chasing after me anymore. So cool. I'm on my own again. Got it.
But and then that's the last we see of Jod.
It is. Yeah. We don't, nothing else. That's it.
What happened to John?
I did hear. I read an article recently. I wasn't sure if it was Dave Filoni or Jon Favreau, but one of them said the upcoming movie, there likely will be a cameo of the kids in the movie. So,
Oh, Mando Grogu movie.
yep, Mando Grogu, and there will be the kids will show up in it. So I was like, that would be pretty
Okay.
cool. Just for a second, but like he said, they may make a small appearance. So, and who knows? Maybe we'll see something of Jod. Who knows?
Okay. I can get a little more Neil. I'm okay.
Yeah.
A little more
Neil. The best part in this one is that we got Neil in the bath again. I was like,
yes.
dude just takes baths
the ship came by. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, it's nice. It's cool to have like a window like up above your bath and stuff. I'm like, dude, how many baths do you take? Like, anything happens, mom shoves him in the bath.
You know what though? See, he had the bath before,
Mm-hmm.
and then they took off. He hasn't had a bath this whole time.
This is true. Maybe elephants get really,
maybe
or whatever he
Neil
is
has
gets
a
really
little
stinky.
aroma going on there.
Yeah.
All the other kids are just nice enough not to say something. You're like, Neil.
Yeah. He is not human.
Got a little stink going on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I wasn't gonna say it, Neil, but come on, man, really?
Yeah. Well, bit. Mom took care of it. Took care of it.
All right, but so they take off. They get to where the ship crashed, and I did like that the door opens. All the money comes out.
Yeah.
KB slides down, and you get that moment of.
I mean, her body's pretty lifeless when it flops out.
Lifeless.
Yeah.
And then she wakes up. Did we win?
Yes. That's the most important part. Did we win?
And Smee comes down carrying his head.
Yep. And Neil grabbed his little mice guy.
Oh, yeah.
His eye. So
Neil was a little scared of him at the first time. So,
they got the growth.
And the Wim's dad and Vern's mom like, come out from under the ship before it falls on you.
Yeah. They still need parents at this point. They're not like just their own adventurers.
Out from under the ship before it falls on you. And KB says, well, you don't have to take the assessment now because that's what the ship wrecked into, was where they were supposed to take the test.
Yeah, and then he gets a nice shot of the 2 X-Wings flying by and a Corvette or whatever they are.
Yeah, the Corvette came in and...
Yeah, and that's when it's like, oh, now he knows what he wants to do. Like, he wants to go
join
to help the New Republic.
He wants to be someone that helps people.
Yeah.
And he can go do that. So Wim's going to go join the New Republic.
Yeah, 100%.
And then die on the capital planet when Starkiller Base blows it up.
Probably. That would be bad. But
sorry.
Yeah.
But and then that's how they end it.
Yeah. You just see them the ships fly off and then it's done. And the moon, like had we seen the moon before?
No, we hadn't seen the moon.
Yeah. So apparently they have one moon just like
on the outside of the barrier.
Yeah. Yeah.
So yeah.
Now
I mean, there was a cool effect where the barrier is disappearing.
Yep.
That was a pretty cool effect.
Oh, when KB took the ship up through it, the theory was correct. Like you saw one of the whatever those things are turn green when the ship went past it. So it definitely has like some code in it that says this ship can go through always.
Yeah, that ship's good.
Which then leaves us hanging because it's like, what happened? So the captain just made the ship? Did he steal the ship? Like
the captain stole the ship, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure the captain stole the ship, probably from one of the other planets at Akron or
gotcha. Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah. So he stole an actual emissary ship.
At
some point.
Yes.
And just like they did with Jod, they assumed, oh, you're the emissary. Okay, cool. Like being in the ship is enough of a pass.
So but that's it. That's the episode ended. I'm like, yeah, there are a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah. Not in a good way. Not in a like, I want season 2 now to explain these things, but I'm okay for now. It was more just like, just so many holes. Like, was that on purpose? Like, did you?
You know, what happens to Akron now?
Yeah, or all the other planets, or
Yeah,
yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, I enjoyed this show. I enjoyed watching it all.
Yep.
I'm feeling a little let down at the ending.
You know what it makes me think of? When they say, did it stick the landing? Well, it was kind of like Smee. It stuck one foot's landing, and then the other one was a peg leg, so it fell over. So
I mean, now was it's one of the better Star Wars shows.
Oh yeah,
I will probably watch it all again here pretty soon, straight through.
100 times better than the Acolyte. I did not like that show,
Well,
but
yeah.
this one, this is good.
But I just when it ended, I'm like, come on, just
Yeah.
give me a little something. Well, that Corvette's coming in. I'm like, okay, am I going to get a cameo from somebody?
Oh yeah, I thought like they were going to do CG Leia again or something.
Something, yeah, but no.
Yeah, no.
Nothing.
See, like the guys we saw on the planet in the mud baths and stuff like that, like leaving just little like hangers, like that's okay. Like, oh yeah, the banking guys, like we didn't really find out what that's okay. But like you like made it like the captain was like mentioned in like every episode, and then you just gave us nothing. Like,
well, yeah. That I mean, that doesn't bother me as much, but I mean, yeah, I want to know what happens. Like, I want to know what happened to Jod.
Yeah.
Did he escape?
Yeah.
Did he get captured with the rest of the pirates? What happened there? I want to know what happens at Akron now that everybody knows that it exists.
Mm-hmm.
And it has 1,149 volts full of money.
Yep.
Yeah, I want to know.
I mean, I guess this could fund the New Republic for a while now, in maybe before someone else steals it, but they could just turn it back on. They could turn the force field back on. I mean, the only people
that lever destroyed the barrier.
Did it? It still got the floaty things.
I thought it destroyed the barrier. It didn't turn it off. I thought that was because Jod was going to do that at first, and she's like, "No, you can't do that. That's the only thing protecting us."
Yeah, but that could go either way. That could just be like, don't let our shield down because people might see us. But if no one saw them other than the pirates, they could just all go to jail.
I think it's destroyed. I think that destroyed the barrier. So
interesting.
Yeah. So, but I mean, overall, good. I've enjoyed it. I've enjoyed these last 7 weeks. Watching this every week. Something I've looked forward to every week.
It's a good show.
I don't know. I'm going to watch this next week because I don't know.
You got till February 14th.
I got till February 14th when Captain America.
Yep.
That's my next thing.
Yep. And then March is Daredevil. I mean, I don't know if you care about that.
I have not watched that trailer yet.
Oh, you should.
I haven't watched it yet. I thought about watching it, but I thought, we might do a show on that, so I'm not going to watch it yet.
Okay.
So
yeah,
I didn't watch it.
Did you watch like the other Marvel shows? No,
I didn't watch any of the Netflix Marvel shows.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't watch anything of it. The only Marvel shows I've watched have been the ones on Disney Plus. So
like, did you watch the Hawkeye show?
Oh yeah, I watched Hawkeye. I've watched.
Okay, so you've seen Kingpin. So
I've seen Kingpin.
Yeah,
I know some of it. I know it's the same actor and stuff, but I mean, all my Daredevil I've gotten from has been in Spider-Man and She-Hulk.
Daredevil and She-Hulk was kind of a joke. Oh, he was in Echo as well for like 2 seconds.
See, I didn't watch Echo.
Okay, I watched Echo. It was okay. It was, bad and good. Like it was just kind of meh. But he's in it for like a 5-minute fight scene. So
okay, all right. Well, I'll have to watch that too. But we're getting off topic here. Star Wars, man.
Oh,
important stuff. Focus.
The other Lucas, Disney, whatever.
The good Disney stuff. Well,
sort of.
Some of it is, some of it's not.
Yeah, exactly. Hit or miss.
But so again, overall though, Skeleton Crew, I'd say overall, I'm going to give this probably B plus A minus.
Yeah. I probably would have given it an A minus if the ending was a little better.
Yeah,
I'm probably
I
more
think that's-
B
yeah,
plus.
I mean,
for me, but yeah.
But overall,
Yeah.
this is a worthy of rewatch.
Yeah, it was well done.
Yes. So, well, other than that, any other thoughts on Skeleton Crew in general? The
No, I'm just
overall
curious
8 episodes.
why they would show up. Unless Thrawn is going to come in and steal everything, and then we'll see the kids for a little bit.
Why we might see him in Mando Grogu.
Yeah, that's the only thing I could think of why it would cross over is with Thrawn and Ahsoka and Mandalorian
Well, we
crossing
got
all at the same time.
Well, all right. So we have Andor in June, which we all know where that's going to end up.
Yeah. Yep.
And then next December is Ahsoka season 2.
Mm-hmm.
And then the May after that, because I'll be December 25, into probably back into the beginning of like Skeleton Crew was here, started before Christmas and after New Year's, that kind of a thing. And then that May of 26 is Mandalorian Grogu. That's like Memorial Day weekend.
Nice. Taking the big spot.
Yeah, so we got Ahsoka and the Mando Grogu.
Mm-hmm.
And then beyond that,
Lynn's just going to rewatch a lot of Star Wars, probably.
Yes. So, I have nothing else really to say on this. So it's that time of the show where I have to say, if you enjoyed us and you've enjoyed our talking about Skeleton Crew, hit the like button right there. There it is. Right. Well, I don't know where it is. It's somewhere down there. Hit the like button. If you've find us halfway entertaining and you want to see more of us, hit the subscribe button.
Yeah.
We're up to 21.
Yes, growing.
Making progress.
Our viewers are growing too.
So that's all I have to really say on this. Short show today.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that.
All right. So until the next show, which don't know what that's going to be now. So until the next time, I'm Lynn.
And I'm Erik.
Bye.
See ya.